Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, so I brought in this elm. If you've been watching my videos, you might see me plant this on this piece of dogwood. So I brought it in to give it a little bit of a pruning back. It's starting to get out of shape a bit. I want to try and keep it under some sort of control. I don't want it starting to get too wild. Otherwise, start losing the shape and stuff. So I'm going to give it a pruning back. You see the moss is very dry and it needs watering. So then we're not in the 20s, but 25 degrees Celsius here today, so it's pretty hot t-shirt weather as you can see. So, right, we'll get cracking, see how we get on with it. Just move the camera a little bit forward. Let's see what we're doing. Okay, so you can see it's really starting to shoot out quite a lot. Basically going to take it back to 2 or 3 leaves. Less in some places like down here, more so at the top. Otherwise, these long shoots grow, the leaves will get bigger, and more energy will go into the long shoots, less into the ones at the back behind it, and they'll start shadowing everything out. I'm going to try and keep some control of it. I'm pruning obviously to an outward facing leaf, so that direction goes the right direction. Now I did thread graft, you can see it there on the, and under here it's a thread graft coming from here, going around the tree and going back through to this branch here. But now that's because this used to be the front of the tree, but now it's kind of changed to here. I may not need that thread graft now. It's not doing too great anyway, but we'll leave it for now and we'll see how it goes. I think I need to raise the camera just a little bit. Okay, that's a bit better. A little bit closer too, so let's see. So again, like I said, just gonna go around. I collected this tree just on the side of the road. It was just a whip going on the side of the road. In the kind of on the country roads here, you get a lot of debris and leaves and things that end up getting blown into the edges of the roads, and the trees then above in the ditches and things drop seeds and sprouting that stuff. A lot of people go around collecting it and spreading it on the garden because it makes great compost, say. But it also makes great places for seedlings to grow. So I tend to find quite a few trees just growing on the side. The good part about it is because they're on the side of the road, they can only grow down as far as the tarmac, and which makes them have a lot of time a shallow root base. So ideal for bonsai. And I was out last week collecting moss, and I collected a few beech trees, small and saplings again, which I potted up, so hopefully they take. I didn't have anything with me, so I had to pull them up by hand, but we'll see how they go. Okay. Keep looking here. So I got quite a few of these, and I built a few nice forests out of them. Stuff. I say beech trees too, but they were actually these elms, not beech trees. I'm thinking of my next task after this. Yeah, they were these elms, white elm, I think they are, and they were just growing on the side of the road. I was doing the job, and I spotted them. I was collecting some moss, and then they were there, so I collected a bunch of them. So hopefully they take. And one of the lads in the club is looking for some, so they do give him a bunch of them. Just taking anything that's growing upwards, and as you can see, just thin it out so we can start seeing more branch structure, letting more light in. You need a negative space. You want a tree to look. You need to create negative space in it. It just helps. When you've got the light shining through the tree, then it makes it look more miniature, more realistic looking. As a miniature tree rather than a bush, as if you leave it just all one big solid clump. So you can see there now it's already starting to create gaps. This one is actually the branch off the trade grass, so I'm going to leave that to help thicken it up. Keep it around. The more you do this, the more ramification you'll get, and the smaller leaves you'll get. I'll probably do this a few times during the year. Nothing too crazy, just reducing it, letting the younger, newer leaves grow. There's one in here. Okay, so hopefully you can tell the difference now compared to what it was in solid. But all the foliage. Don't want big heavy branches all out here, so don't want to just let them run unless you want to thicken the branch, which is kind of the opposite of what I want to do now. Don't want the branch to start thickening up. It kind of stays thin as I can. So unless I let it run, less foliage it has on it, so less chance of it thickening up. I think that's one of the things a lot of beginners bonsai have a fear of is pruning the trees and things. And it's understandable, they're kind of afraid to prune them or whatever. Trust me, it definitely helps the tree in the long run. Don't be afraid of it. I can strip all the leaves off this tree and they grow back, so you don't have to be worried about dying or anything. Just if you're kind of a bit nervous, just do a small few at a time. See how you get on, and then maybe the next time you be a little bit braver. You get to the stage where you realise that you can take quite good pruning, still come back strong, and then it tighter foliage, smaller leaves, That's what you want. And see the bigger the leaf, less miniature it looks. So I think we can go around this side now. And then we'll have a look at the roots. So I'll just pause it a minute, we'll finish pruning it and then I'll come back. Okay, so I think we're about done. Like I say, we'll always try to get more bits here and there that you missed, but that's okay. So you can see there now a lot more light getting through to the tree. And like I said, this branch here and here, we'll take these off, but this is helping thicken this branch, which is the grafted branch here. Quite a small branch. Like I said, I may not need it now the front has changed. Maybe we'll put it as a back branch or something, so I'll just leave it for now. Let it thicken up, let it attach itself, and then we'll have a look at what we want it on. Now, let's just show you the carnage again and how much we took off. You can see there, might not look it looking at the tree, but there's been a fair bit taken off this. Now, as you can see, I used these little wire pins. You just put my electrical wire just to pin it in. I'm not sure. Just damaging the fruit. The rest, I think, are alright for another little while. This one, well, it's kind of really holding that root bend, so I'll leave that one for another small bit and then we'll take it out. This one the same, it's still okay, but I won't leave it too long. I don't want it scarring the root, but I do want to make sure that the root is pinned in there. Okay, so everything looks good. We can put this one back out and call it done. And then we can forget about it for a little while and work on the next tree. So, moss, as you can see, is really dried out and have to keep it soaking. They do dry out quite a bit when they're on rocks and things, because one, these hold heat, and also the moss and all that is holding as much moisture behind it as can, but the moss dries out quite quickly on the outside. So give it a good soaking. Yeah, I think it's starting to look quite good. Looks nice full of leaf now. I think it will should turn out to be a nice tree one day. Once we get all these pins off, take this moss all back. So this is only temporary, just to keep the moisture and that in these roots. When we clear it all back, we can maybe lift it up next year and have it a bit taller. Out to this part, it's quite deep, and this part's quite a deep part. But other than that, I think it's been a success planting on this. So I'll put it back out on the bench, give it a walk. So as always, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, help me out with the channel, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.